What's up, Mysterious, back in with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the law of attraction and do I believe in it, why I believe in it, how it affects my every day-to-day life. So, do I believe in the law of attraction? Short answer is yes. For me, it's pretty obvious. Like I've seen it many times in my kind of like in my life, like occur, like manifest things, like little things that have happened in my life that have been a result of the law of attraction. I believe because mainly like when I was younger, when I first found out about it, when I was like 11 years old, roughly, it was just little things I could find that I could get. Maybe like some like figure that I wanted, maybe like some game I wanted, or like a certain amount of money or whatever. Like those little things, and a lot of things I was trying to like manifest subconsciously were like they just happened too coincidentally. They happened too fast. It happened too soon for it to be a coincidence. If that made sense. Like things were too coincidental to be a coincidence. If that makes sense. You know, we've all had times where we're talking about something with our friends and then we see it immediately, or like we're talking about someone with our friends and then all of a sudden we like run into them in the city center or something in town, and it's just like it just seems like too much of a coincidence to not be like real. And my opinion, the most useful thing about the law of attraction is that you can make money. Basically, I do think that's a huge thing, but you do need to take a bit of effort into like kind of sitting down, meditating, and thinking about what you really want, and like being quite descriptive about it. Because if you just make affirmations about something here and there, it's not like it's gonna happen like straight away. You need to kind of like put in some work, some mental like work, at least like sit down and meditate, maybe close your eyes or something, and then it can help. By the way, if you don't know what the law of attraction is, this isn't really a video to explain what it is, because like this is more for a video for people who already know, people who are already aware, people who are not new to this kind of concept. You know, it is a pretty popular kind of belief system or concept, or it's very popular in spirituality as well, in the kind of spirituality community. So for me, like I was about to say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, helps with money, helps with like basically whatever you want in a way. And like I don't think that like you should be overly reliant on it, but I don't think you should neglect it either, because I believe like that kind of words you use and kind of like way of talking, and that kind of mindset you have, like if you go around with a negative mindset like I did last year, a couple of years ago, you kind of just gonna bring more of that into your life, if that makes sense. And there's more, even like when things are like really like hard to be positive or have a positive mindset with, I still try as hard as I can for the most part to be positive. Or even if I'm like in a really like negative mood, I'll allow myself to be negative, allow myself to vent and just get everything out of my head, and then I'll kind of after a week or so just get back to being normal if I can. But yeah, money is a huge thing when it comes to it. And some people create vision boards and all this stuff. I don't really do that kind of stuff. I mean, I just kind of have different. I have my own methods. Like everyone does their own thing, but the thing is, like the way I see the law of attraction, the reason I think it does work is because I do kind of view like um my mind as like a wireless TV remote to the universe, if that makes sense. Like the way a TV remote is to a TV is like the way your mind is to the universe in a way. It's like a wireless, you know, Bluetooth device. It's gonna still be able to send signals even if it's not physically connected, I think. And it's all about like energetic waves, understanding like the kind of layers of dimensions over one another. Like we're in the third dimension right now. You know, there's also the fourth and fifth dimension. Like the fifth dimension is basically the spirit realm. It's basically the spiritual dimension where like you basically go to after you die. You immediately go to after you die, and it's easier to manifest there. It's easier to use kind of like metaphysical like powers there than it is here. But it is possible to like cross over kind of like, you know, the kind of energy you can get from that. Like it's possible to engage with like an archangel or something from the fifth dimension, even though we are in the third dimension. It is possible to like astral project and stuff. But the point is, the thing is, what we're trying to do is basically kind of like use like some sort of like our fifth dimensional powers to kind of manifest things in their own life, connect to the fifth dimension, connect to like maybe angels, and they can help. They can help with like what we're trying to do. Basically, that's the point of like my goal. Like when it comes to spirituality, is like to be enlightened, to gain information, to get help from these kind of forces that are on our side, because I do believe there's actually like forces and beings trying to watch over the universe, trying to watch over like humanity in a way, and trying to help as much as they can. Although they can't always help with everything, and you can't really rely on them. Like when it comes to like believing in like certain gods, or believing in certain beings that are like higher than yourself, I don't I don't like put them on a pedestal to that degree, to like the degree that other people do. But I do respect them. I don't fully like rely on them like in my day-to-day life necessarily. I do try to pay respect, but I try not to be reliant on like the gods, if that makes sense. But for me, it's like everything's in balance. You know, you gotta have a work life balance, and also like when people like, even people who are religious, like they don't just like, a lot of people like, they don't just like go to church and like do nothing else. They don't just like go to mosque and do something else. They go to work, they live the regular life, and they also pay respects to their gods or whatever. So for me, it's kind of a similar thing with spirituality. I do my work, I do what I need to do, I do what I believe in, but then also try to pay respects to like, or try to communicate with like the fifth dimension, try to like connect with the fifth dimension, basically. That's what I believe in. But yeah, the law of attraction, a lot of it does take more time. Like you cannot really like the thing is, you can't really like just say words and expect it to happen. It can help being positive and saying these positive affirmations, but in my opinion, it requires more time and more patience. And like basically like to me, the music I listen to is a big part of it. It can kind of influence the way I feel or think. And then just like meditating on like kind of a consistent, almost like not everyday basis, but maybe like three times a week type of thing. So yeah, I mean, whenever I kind of wanted something that was like, might have been super significant, I might have just been something that I wanted that I thought was cool, maybe like a PS5 or something, manifested that. I wanted some like jacket or something, was able to get it. Wanted like a certain amount of money, I was usually able to get it. But to me, it's right now, it's like about getting to that next step. It's about being able to generate a lot more money than like the average person through the law of attraction, and not just getting like, oh, £100 here, £100 there, but like getting like a couple £1,000 quite well, quite relatively easily, or relatively quite well, quite like without much hardship, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of on that track right now, and I'll get into another video. But yeah, because I do have different, like, I do want to learn more about spirituality. I do want to learn more about these types of things, but I can't rely on it because like money is like always the first thing. Money, and then like health, and then other stuff. You know what I mean? Like I would say, like I said before in my other videos, I'd say the gym is a huge part of like self improvement, and is something that you should dedicate time to. But money is even more important than the gym. And if you have like if you have a lot of money, you can like build your own home gym. You can like have your own home gym. You can train in a different city or something. Like it can just help a lot with anything and everything, pretty much. And that's the thing. That's the point I'm trying to make here. But yeah, your own goals. Like I think when it comes to goals and goal setting, you need to also ask yourself, like, you need to also think like, can I make money doing this, or can I make money while I'm doing this at the same time? And how is my schedule going to be? How am I going to make money while focusing on my purpose, or focusing on what I want to do? You know what I mean? Like if you're becoming a YouTuber or something, like you to also think, how can I make money on the side? And then if you make money off YouTube through some other means, like maybe you have your own merch or something, like that can also maybe make you money. But like you shouldn't rely on it, I think, in the beginning. But yeah, I've seen the law of attraction too many times for it to not be real, for me to not resonate with it, for me to not relate to it. But like I said, I don't rely on it either, because the third dimension, I feel like the third dimension basically creates that barrier where you can't just like manifest things instantly like you do in the fifth dimension, basically. And like it it makes it so like you can manifest, but you have to put in work as well. That's what the law of attraction does. That's what the law of attraction is, in my opinion. It can't always generate things instantly. But yeah, these days I've been feeling a lot less lazy, and I feel like I've been able to kind of take action more these days. And like, there's been a lot of days I've been extremely lazy. I've just not even been having the energy, not had the energy to do anything or do anything I wanted to do. But these days I'm just kind of like getting over it now, just eating better, drinking better, like juices and waters, and just feeling a lot better overall. And the thing is, like, another thing I want to talk about is also the Mandela effect, and I think I might make a different video about this because this can get too long. But yeah, the Mandela effect, I think it can have a huge impact on someone's life. I think it can have a huge impact on someone's everyday lifestyle, like, or how they feel, or their memory also. I don't think it's just quotes from films, but yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I want to talk about, but yeah. Anyway, see you all later. Mysterious out.